guys, welcome to the very first episode of BMI Podcast. My name is Rumbi, your host, and I'm never alone. Ndine wangu, and this is
Abo Mukumba. So guys, BMI Podcast, it's all about good vibes. It's all about, in Shona we say, Rumeringa Kombichuru.
Definitely.
So it's all about uplifting each other and just giving a helping hand to someone so that we go forward together.
Yes, and also BMI stands for Brands, Mingle, Incorporation.
Yes.
So your brand and our brand, we mingle, we make something amazing. So that's what we're all about. Remember, we had to like what he said. So we mingle and create magic.
Today's episode, we're going to be talking about artists or art being a curse to people.
Yes. I realized that because a lot of artists, the way I know a person and how they turn out to be. What do you think about this topic though?
Well, hey, for me, I think this is quite an emotional topic to me. Because, like yesterday, I was listening to Takura's album, King of Hearts.
Okay.
King of Hearts, not King of Hearts. Yeah.
Love that album.
Yes, I know he's the King of Hearts, but for this moment, we're talking about the King of Hearts. Okay. Yes. So, in Takura's album, he was saying that artists, they take people to places that those people by themselves, they cannot go to. Yes. So you were saying, at times we go through hard times and we need someone to give us a shoulder. Just being given a shoulder to cry on. Yes. So you see now what happens. Like for example, in Takura's situation, now he's always he's singing about emotional things. And I read a post like some time ago, but he doesn't like probably he's going through something.
I honestly believe that because I feel like Kuzoyimba connected some of the artists. It's a way of letting it out, a way of what do you call it when you're looking for help? Like it's a call for help, a cry for help. So I actually agree with that.
Yeah,
maybe that he was going through things that I forgot. In music, he can let it out and get some help. I don't know.
And at one point in time, I remember watching the Ola 7 podcast. He actually mentioned that I'm going for rehabilitation. And it's quite a reflection in my artist account,
especially in our Zoom society.
Yes. So probably today we might I think we need this conversation
to have an artist to have this conversation. Jombon's go from an artist perspective. I feel like saying, and I know Sangana Najwa, and if Akasanga Najwa, how does he deal with it?
Yes.
Okay, so who do you think we should have?
Hey.
Wait. Let's keep it local. Someone from Marondera who was born and raised here.
Yes.
Who do you have in mind?
I think we need someone watching a Proton.
Okay, yes, definitely. Because this is the home of Proton.
Yes. And by the way, we also need to give a shout out to our host, Tanaka.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew, but this is the most happening place. The vibes immaculate. The aesthetics perfect. So do put through and have a drink with your friends or just have a good time and good food.
Yes. So I think probably let's we can give a shot to Tanaka X Chuma. I think in the past he has done very well.
Yes, he has.
And he is doing very well currently.
His future, very promising.
Yes.
You know that he has got 2 nominations.
Wow.
Now, not just that. He was one of my finalists for Star Bright.
Wow.
So we're talking about a big name here. And this guy is from here. Born and raised in Marondera.
Hey.
Let's have him and check.
Okay, thank you.
So, like we said before the break, my co-host started out here as about this conversation because I have a feeling he knows a lot more about this. So, first of all, we want to say a big shout out to Zoom Naka. This is the spot that we're at. The vibes are immaculated in Nabutala. The best place for drinks, food, and vibes. So make sure you put through, have fun with your family and friends. Open space, so much space, and so much fun. So, what do you say about this topic?
Okay, first of all, issue my vibes about Tanaka.
Okay.
I think, by the way, I have a son and Takura.
Ah.
So I'll be the first person who wins Takura Bazimnaka.
Akura.
Yes, Akura. I know, even Adam Digi. It's okay. Yeah. Okay, so going back to the script. Probably okay. So far not to talk.
Yeah, sure.
Because you know for me, probably the reason why I was saying my son is called Takura. I'm a huge Takura fan.
Okay.
A very okay, I don't know Mzodi, but can I change huge? But that's very huge because if it's huge, it's huge. And yeah, okay. So going back to the serious topic. When I know you're an artist, and if you're an artist, you don't see Tanaka. I know you're a Tanaka Chuma. So first of all, can you tell us about the X part?
Yeah.
What's the X part about?
Mind you, this X, it's spelled as ECTS. This is X section of Zambian Bible.
Yeah.
In a A, but in a E. So it also has an explanation.
You know, by the way, X in Bible, you don't know to Mabasa.
Exactly. It's like
Yeah, it's the same. Angumabasa.
Banana E.
Angumabasa. But you know, I think to take you back, as a kid, there's a time I told my mom, Kuti, one day I'll have the next word after Z.
Okay.
On the alphabetical order.
The alphabet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in as much as I haven't like added another word yet, but I think I've used the alphabetical order that's there to share the message I have. So then X comes as an abbreviation. My parents called me Tanaka Effort Chuma, which officially becomes my government name.
Oh.
But then the problem with parents' name is because it comes after what they feel like the experience of having you is like, we are gonna call you this because that's the experience we had when we were waiting for you. Why is that? Takura. Zanyadza, Zolema. You get their own names. Manyala, Shodai. You know, like amai vakaita mwana vasingafungiwa chaita mwana vakamti Shodai. And then everyone is like, Sodai. And the vector soda sure because Sodai akula. You get it?
Yeah.
So then X is why I had to call myself. With the experiences I have as an individual, why I had to call myself and what I believe God put this in me, because my parents called me what they called me based on the experience of having me, not based on the experience of God giving them me.
Oh,
okay. My guy, I think you're not sounding so philosophical.
Yeah.
No, you know what? We are dealing with a spoken word poet. We are not going to put time in my words. I'm not going to tell anyone,
Yeah.
so we should know what we're up against.
Okay. Something to you're someone who I've been following for quite a while.
And thank you very much.
Yeah, I've been following you for quite a while. No, I think it's something that's really good. Kuti mdara munanobva comment section. Kuzobva pakugadzira section yekutora ma comments.
Yeah. Section of comments.
Section of comments.
Thank you for bringing us to the section.
Yes. Okay, so I've been listening to Saint Flow on MTL of it. You were saying with Anthony, say kugona kuchita kuti munhu aganze. And it's supposed to be looking at we are looking at someone who's from a small town boy from Marondera. Marondera mdara inozikanwa yechingwa chete.
Proton baker.
We have
Yes.
proton
Proton bakers.
Mozontengo jumbo advert ikape.
Because you see something. Contrary, you're a small town boy. We are saying Unzweni Marondera is only known for proton, which means that she gave us supper to kumira for breakfast, pachingwa. To kumira pachingwa. So you're looking at someone who Unzweni, you're coming from Marondera, right? But you have been recognized by Nama probably 2 times.
Yeah.
2 times.
Yeah, right? But here in Marondera, probably we don't really appreciate you as much as Nama does. And for Nama, bro, we're talking about the National Music Awards. The National Zimbabwe, the whole of Zimbabwe. Probably something like 10 million people.
It was actually 3,000 something people when I got nominated.
Really?
To be on the top 3, yeah.
Yeah, so you see it's it's something that is big. And so we're going back to the issue that I was saying from Unzweni. Say kugona kuchita kuti aganze. And what's your take on that issue?
Like as I said earlier, Kuti, we take these issues on an upper level, but then we have issues from the foundation, from the basics where this all started. So the thing is, charity begins at home, as I say. Support also begins at home, as I said. Kuti chinoitika nchoti ukubva padena, but then ukufighting kuti vanhu vakusupport. So eventually kunzoko chaitika ibaya wabaya waiza ndachiwina kana kuti ndachishaya kana ndasei. So what ended up happening is I really think kuti the people are and I said at the first of this podcast was disclaimer. This is my mind.
Yeah.
So what I think happens is vabereki vedu vanoti zvava havo, but at the end of the day they have no idea who we are.
That's true.
That's why vachizoshamisika kuti angali atizi unozoshamisika sei while this you have raised me from diapers. So saka how unozoshamisika sei?
I want to make a comment on what you're saying. There's a guy, I don't see Prince E. You know what you were saying is that your kids are not your kids, but they're the kids of life. And really, you can house their bodies, but you cannot house their souls.
Boys, to get you on that, you know what? These days we have an issue kuti vanhu vanenge vachiti but these days zvajairika, parents should understand. But then the thing we are forgetting is kuti time moves but mentality doesn't.
It doesn't.
Time inofamba but pfungwa ndo inonzi legacy of colonialism ndao. Munhu anozvarwa oenda kuchikoro, oenda kuuniversity otsvaga basa raanoda. In the whole textbook yekuchikoro ese, we are taught of people who have made it. We are never told how these people have made it.
Makapasa history.
Ndapasa zvese. Zvandisinapasa ndaisada. Serious. With me, zvandisinapasa ndaisada because the school confused me. Because ndaisaziva ndikugara papi.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but with what you're saying, are you saying parents or maybe my guardians should pay more attention to my talents, Evana, or maybe something that they're naturally inclined to? To nurture that thing so that Anozokura are already a step ahead. So this is my thing.
I'll give you a very proud example. I'm very proud to share. There is Zumbidzaim Data. You know Zumbidzaim Data?
Yes, I know him from TikTok.
You love him, ka? You love her.
I love her so much. She's so talented.
Zumbidzaim Data, I know. I have known her from Starbright when she was a little kid. She did the power as well. And her talent has been heavily guarded by her parents. Ndala wake is involved, mom's wake is involved. And to see her making the moves she is making now and how steadfast it is, then that shows you, Kuti. Then what comes from Kutuola iti, what's not just an artist. And then what comes, you really need to have a lot of emotional intelligence.
That's true.
When that child becomes an artist. Because now we are saying, Kuti, you are shifting your whole perception. all right, you're looking for a doctor, but then I'm not a doctor. I have friends who are doing medicine. I meet and then they say, "Oh, my guy, I love your life." And I'm like, "Oh, my guy, I love your life." You know why I love your life? Because my parents wanted me to be something more. That's why I love your life. But this guy loves my life because he thinks my parents had given
allowed
me
you to be an artist.
to do whatever I want to do. But then that's not the case.
Okay.
Okay. You know something, right? Probably you don't know what I want to say, but I think in the next segment, right, we need to talk about what it means to be an artist.
Yeah.
Because to someone being an artist might be. You remember Tim grade 1, which is a good draw pattern.
Yeah.
So we'd say, are we saying usually everyone are not want an opportunity of being an artist? Because Tim grade 1, we're given a chance to draw moon, draw me vako, draw baba vako, draw zakadai, and knows what he just what fambe takuona silent killer. Akutorati bobira kuti draw. And so probably I'm so doing directions. And just wait a moment. In the next segment, I want you to tell us what it means to be an artist.
So I think what it means to be an artist is number 1 is discipline. Number 2 is originality. Number 3 is consistency. Number 4 is patience. Number 5 is patience. Number 6 is patience. Number 7, until you count, is patience. Basically, that's what it means to be an artist.
So are you? I don't know what's really the first, the word patience. I'm doubting if it's really about art or or it's not a person.
No, you know what? So it's like you get to a show and not everybody loves you like that. You get what I mean? Like there's a reason why you have 10,000 subscribers, but then you have 5,000 likes.
Okay.
You get it? There are people who are there to watch. They are there to watch. Whatever you do, they are there to watch.
Okay.
Then there are people who are there to support you.
Yes.
There are people who are there to see you. Whatever you are meant to get in life, you get it. Why is that? They might take time to come because that's where patience comes in. You get? Like from the first time, that's where patience comes in. And then from the second time, that's where also patience comes in. Kuti pane vanoto dislike futi kana vane vakawandisa. There are those who are public enough kuti aiyo unodiwa nevakawandisa so we can dislike. Pagera. Saka zviriko futi. So patience is virtue, my guy. Patience equals to faith.
Okay, so I want to ask one thing. How did you discover that you're an artist?
No, I didn't quite discover, or I discovered Pakuti. I had friends whom I was around.
Okay.
And when I used to talk with them, they would always laugh, or they was always caught on something like, Pepe mdala makazoti, Pepe mdala makazoti, Pepe mdala makazoti. So what then happens is, because I had been a secret writer, like.
Secret? So you're writing on a singer's name?
No, I just channeling my emotions in a way you could see. At the end of the day, either chabuda nekutaura, chabuda nekunyora, chabuda nekupainter, chabuda nekuvaka, chabuda nekumhanya, chabuda nekuita sei, everything is emotionally it needs to come out.
Emotional release.
Yeah. Saka from there, that's when I started performing around 2014, and I started performing in churches actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
so when you're calling, watanga kushanda muimba ya Mwari.
Ndatanga kushanda muimba ya Mwari because wabereki wangu ndo mavendigamuchira vari, because ndo mavaiwanika.
Yeah. So are you saying usually like it's those people like who want to cheat your craft that supported you into becoming the person you are today?
Yeah. Yeah, bro, very much, because it started from me believing in myself. And then the second thing is telling my parents that I believe in myself, that I have this and this and this and this. And then by the time they were doubting myself, then they were doubting, like they were not believing me. Then I had to show them, Kuti, I really mean to be this. Was like disclaimer. A lot of my relatives thought kuti kuchikoro ndakaramba kana chi, but maya padeni pedu papasina mari yekuti ndipedzise chikoro. Like I did form 4. And funny enough, I'm the only kid mbamedu wekudzingwa chikoro zvaizvazvo tinodzingwa chikoro kubva form 2 kusvika form 4 paiza ndarangu anga asina mbobvira akashaya mari, but it happened to me. And then when I go to Harare Poly, I did my first year doing journalism. So I know being in front of the camera. So, but then I did my journalism. Then I couldn't finish. I did just national certificate, and then they didn't have money. That's the truth. So then I did School of Music, and then my father passed it the same way I started School of Music. So everything I tried in school, despite me not liking school, it didn't just end up well.
I think this also serves as a story of inspiration to all those other people. The situation kumba financially, things are not going well. Look into your talents, look into your passion. You never know. Dopane patroni calling yako and probably your way of life in the future. I mean, look at X now. He's doing big. I mean, NAMA nominations. That's something that is quite big. So, to someone who's listening out there, I think the situation is hard financially. As just kubatana, stick to your talent, stick to your passion.
Yeah, and adding on to what you said, you know, I've learned one thing in life. You should be bigger than your situation.
Yeah, bro.
Right? Not that you might be going through something really hard or something chauti. You think of any one said, but just know that there's someone who is facing a bigger situation than yours.
Yeah, that's the reason why we are not taught to dress like our problems, bro.
Yes.
If I had come to here dressed like my problems, you wouldn't have turned on that camera.
Also, another thing I read about something.
Bro.
Could answer like you know these days I'm sorry, but we're now talking about makeup. What's that? Not what makeup, it's more like a mask that people wear. And if you're wearing a mask, you want to look good in front of people. So in actual fact, but I'm
looking nice,
because you know something. It's like you're wearing makeup so that you make up your problems.
Yeah.
You get it. You're making up something.
Definitely.
You shouldn't look like your problem, because you might have a problem, but your problem is not you. What matter? So on that point, in a way, let's just motivate ourselves. I am not my problem. My problem might be part of me, but it's not me.
It's not me.
Yes, because problem ain't Tanaka X Truma.
My guy, look at Mandela when he was in prison, and look at Mandela when he was out of prison.
Yes.
If you had a conversation with him, what could he have told you when you saw him in prison, and then when you saw him as the first president of South Africa, and then when you saw him as the retired president of South Africa? Then people are short-sighted, you know, and it's not a problem. I don't expect everyone to be long-sighted on my issues. No, if you're short-sighted, you're short-sighted. The reason why you see people crying at awards, the reason why you see in the Mamawani Ngiva Chichema Kuma awards, it's not happiness. She's crying because of the words she has at some point said to that kid or to that person. At some point at some point wakambonditi hapana chinobuda, at some point wakambonditi hapana chi, and all those issues are issues that are dealing with artists.
That's true.
We have a drug pandemic and everyone is blaming someone. Mfana yako ama drugs boza akuta zvekuimba maya. we have bigger issues of domestic violence in Dala. Mwana anobva padeni anomhanya kuenda kumapurisa na 2 a.m. wanzwa achinomangala kuti mama namhomuzi vari kurovana padeni. And then he's supposed to be in class na 7:30. And pari in class na 7:30 is dozing. Madam anosvika pakubvunza kuti chii? And then he explains that mama nadedhi vangu vachirovana padeni. And all those issues, statistically it says kuti most of drug addicts, it starts between the age of 18. Because home doesn't feel like home. Everyone is looking for an escape point in that. Because on the blame at 25, but why don't you pay attention when you talk of childhood trauma before we talk of drug abuse? Why do you turn a blind ear when we talk about parenting? Because parenting these days is about two people fighting their ego. Let me hold you
on for a moment. Because I read something good, and most people die at 25 but are buried at 40. That's what that point when it's on, it's something Jagunzuni. But every time I think about those things, I always get something to renew.
There are deeper issues in the society.
Are we saying we could divide more than 25? But you're being buried at 20.
And do you know why the reason why is that? It's because actually at 25, that's when the real life of the real pressures of life starts kicking in. And that's when you stop dreaming.
Yeah.
And dreaming means you keep on continuing being a child. When I was a child, I would drive my bus to dinner and I would go anywhere, Mtari, Mashingo, but in one place. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I would drive my bus in one place, ndoenda kumtari kumasvingo nebhazi rangu hanine chidina. I would go anywhere. So at 25 you stop dreaming because the real pressures of life starts coming in. A lot of artists, we are here to talk about artists and why some artists don't make it and why some artists. A lot of artists marry early because the girlfriend showed more support more than at home. That's the reason why one wachifunga kuti kuita mwana kunonza inspiration. Maya hakusi kuita mwana kukunza inspiration. You just found a place where you felt like home kudarika zvaunoitwa kumba kwenyu. Vabereki vekumba kwedu vajaira kuti tine vana vedu vanozama kuita zvekuimba. And they are only really proud to say it when we make it. Waibata. If you had met Mdalawaningi uyu aikutaura nezvake mazuva ano 4 years or back then, achinzi mwana wako aikuita zvemaskits nechi, you'd have given you a different comment yaanozokupa izvezvi nekuti pane zvaitika. Ubara, charity begins at home, support begins at home. This one asked me a question off camera about support nechi. Ndamuudza kuti to artists, the reason why tichizoita kunge tiri rude is because kunyange ndikasazowana support kumba kunze uko, kana ndakamboishaya mumba medu, then what makes you think it's gonna make me die?
Yeah.
What's gonna make me die? Kana ndakamboishaya mumba mandakaberekwa, saka chichazondiuraya kuti iwe undifarire chii?
Yeah.
Kana waka haiwe chicho chii? Hapana.
Okay. Our time is running, right?
Yeah.
Probably now. Maybe let's leave time for the next segment.
Welcome back, and as we said before the break, we're going to give our artists to tell us more about being an artist. But first, we want to give a special shout out to our location, Zimnaka. The vibes, as you can tell, they're very immaculate. Thank you for giving us this spot to chill and have these conversations. And also, please do like our social media pages. It's BMI on Facebook, X, Instagram, or even on YouTube. Please do like and share our content so that we can bring you more and more of this. And now back to our artist, X. What do you say about Nyaye Kuva an artist is an advice that you might like to give, or just some last words to those artists that are upcoming over Garavariko that are facing certain challenges?
So, now that I'm a grown up, and I just turned 29.
Oh, okay, almost there.
So now I have like cousins, and kids of kids and kids of brothers, kids of sisters who want to be artists. But then sometimes people want to be artists, but my parents would support it. But at the same time, I was still home. But sometimes people say they want to be artists because they are just denying Kuan, Shanda Nesimba, and then they think being an artist in Dogonoita kuno bridge one nungo and chi wiser. But I have told you, like, you have watched my lyric videos, and it's directed by director KN, right?
Okay, yeah.
You have watched. Who do you think director KN is?
Who do I think?
Yeah, director KN. You have watched the 3 so far. Who do you think director KN is with what you have watched?
For me,
Yeah.
I have an open mind. Probably, I'll give you the platform. Maybe not open my age to it.
Director
Probably I'm going to cost or something.
Yeah.
So tell us.
So director KN is me. But then because I spend most of my time at home,
Okay.
I do rabbit farming and I do mushroom at the same time.
Okay, so he's not just an artist. There's more to
Most of the
him.
time I'm at home.
Okay.
And rabbits and mushroom is those things I'm doing because kuti ndikazoedza gitari rangu momzi wangu asazonditi ukuridza gitari rako zvechirombe waiza because at least ndomuka ndofidha tsuro dzangu ndodiridza hwahwa hwangu and then I play my guitar as I come up with my concept. So director KN is me because I can't take my mom to shoot me, so I shoot myself. So I come up with the script.
You're saying you shoot yourself?
Yeah.
Is it a suicide or something? I don't know.
No. Yeah. I shoot myself, and then I judge myself.
Hey, by the way, I think since this is the last episode,
Yeah.
Iwewe, you should tell us about the baby, right?
Oh,
we have
yeah,
we have
man.
a
Thank
baby,
you,
we have
man.
a baby, man. Just tell us about it.
mandibvunza mubvunzo yakawanda zvonda ndatokangana kuti ndine mwana anonzi Mashandure. That's my latest project. And Mashandure, it's the statement alone is just change. It means change. My first album was Ndabla Mkaba, which means coming out. Yeah. And then Chomunzira Famba, which means wherever you are going, just go. And then Seiko Chaunga, like I was introducing myself to the people in the audience. And then there's Noterera Tanaka, which is Noterera Tanaka is me as the person, and then Noterera Tanaka is Kuti. Whatever comes from now, I'm okay. So this is Mashandure. But I have certain things I would scare my guy. I have certain things I watch for people in Marondera for dancehall. I wrote songs about dancehall. I wrote hip hop songs. I wrote Sungura. I've recorded Rumba at some certain point.
Oh, wow.
But then I just thought kuti in Indian side zangu and I found out boditsa chete. But then if you listen to Mashandure, you get poetry, you get hip hop, you get traditional vibes. You get the full package of who am I as an artist. Yeah.
Okay. So like I said, it's our last episode. Our last segment.
Last segment.
Last episode.
Last episode, yeah, mobva mazvivhara.
Alpha and Omega.
Tanga nekupedza.
Okay, so I want you to, because I believe in artists. An artist is supposed to be a role model in a lot of people, right? So what's your advice And it's,
Yeah, bro.
like the young guys who are also, but my parents are also doing. Gara pasi, batira bhuku remedzi, ita content, ita chichi. Because right now unoza, they don't say this other day. It was not when we grew up, they don't use a content.
Content, yeah.
But now unoza everyone. Andromanyira content.
Yeah.
I need to create content so that I get paid. Comic elder. I got to but run content.
New content.
But through primary, Susu were saying, at the good, it's a content. Was I cheap anything? But comic elder is saying, in Nini, content you can give 150 thereafter. So now I want to hear you. As a role model, my guy, you're a role model. Yes, you're a role model. So, I want you to tell us, what are we supposed to do as artists?
So, just wrapping it up, this whole conversation was about being an artist and what makes you an artist and what makes you stay an artist. And now we're talking about this. So, I think being a role model, it comes back to not being perfect.
Being perfect?
Not being perfect.
It's
not being perfect. Like I'm just a kid. Like as we mentioned, small town boy from Marondera.
Yeah.
And then we have St. Flo's, small town boy from Chitumbiza. Wadi 10, small town boy from Zimle Park. And we are all small town boys. And
wait. Bro, we've got Dorway, we've got Rodney, we've got Nyashatime.
Small town boys.
Small town boys
from Marondera.
So, and you know one of the funny things that Rodney and Dorway, they say they were from Rakodzi High School.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think it's time we get our recognition as Marondera. I mean, we produce the finest artists. Let's just put it out
there. We just don't claim the recognition when it's due, you know, like my songs no close to target, but this is what we fail to close target.
Yes, target didn't know to $4.
But it's not close. You know, like I actually do not have a better chance than most of my brothers in Zin dance industry. Because every weekend there's something happening about Zin dance, my guy. Yeah. Like, and I cannot jump with zangu, guitar zangu, my vibes zangu, jazz, bachi, pasong ya bazooka. But panyo wangu wanotoimba dance, so we can just show up. So my advice is kuti, in as much as most artists want to look for management, I've been managing myself for the past 12 years. And the management I've got now is not, it's actually 2 months from when we signed the deal with Takuta as a management. But I've watched how I dress, I've learned how I talk, I've learned how I go on stage. I've learned how I don't need the manager to geza. Why is there? It's just basic stuff. Why is there? No geza, I don't say. So before you need look for a manager, best to know how to manage yourself so that when a manager comes, you know how best you want to be managed.
That's true.
Yes.
So that's my advice. Bozu, ukaita manager usingazoti manager anshanda basa wei. Unofunga kuti manager, unofunga kuti iwo ndio kushandira manager. Which is the other thing that Tiffany depression. Boss toshandira ma manager. Ukubabara. Toshandira ma manager. Ma manager yofana kushandira isusu. Ukubabara. Manager is inindi CEO sha. Iwo ndika kuemployer ku act. Ndokudza kuti camera yako iyo uchaiseta ako but uchaiseta ipa black and white because ini brand rangu ndo zvanoda. Iwo zvoti nofaira gold I don't care but brand rangu inisa CEO ndo zvanoda. But ndikakusiyewo chisa gold ka ndo chapesa kuti ange muridzi webrand. Bye.
Mwene webawa.
Mwene webawa. Waiza saka ini bawa yangu ndindo decide zvanoda se zvandoda and that's what every artist out there should. And I tell you kuti patience. Kana usati watombodana nemunhu ane patience ka chitombomutsvaga kuti uite rudo nepatience because at the end of the day I haven't made it that much and I can say this on camera but Chandukuda kuona ndechekuti ndikaramba ndine patience dzacho neconsistency dzacho ndosvika kupi. Because kumakuwa kwakapfuma. Because kwakafa vanhu vakafa vasina kunyora, vakafa vasina kuimba, vakafa vasina kutiudza kuti ndianani, vakafa vasina kuita sei, vakafa vasina kuita sei. So inini life yangu ameyenokwa kuti ndichange ndiri kupi when we watch this episode 5 years from now, 10 years from now. But I will tell you kuti one thing you still talk about me is kuti I'm surprised this guy is still doing it. And I'll be there. Whatever comes.
So probably just give us your last words.
My last words?
Yes. By the way, wait. Your last words. My last words. Yeah.
Sure.
So I think this is now, it's a soft cup clash.
Wow.
Yes. Soft cup clash.
Oh, no. Okay.
So my last words will be, who is starting?
No, you go first. The artist, of course.
You're the artist.
So my last words will be, kumuka usina kunorwadza. Zvangofana nekumuka uchiziva kuti hauna chinhu, raiza. Nekutsvaga kwekuiri pamwe pacho kunonetsa. Pachishuwiro changu ndechongoti mhosva dzemadzibaba angu dzirege kunamira kumusana kwangu. Because ndikutotsvagawo manake kugarira mwena neshamhu kuti pakabuda mbeva ndodzowo ndoenda nadzo kumba dzangu waiza. Saka kuna wakatowa nemapictures vakati act tozobuditsa kana 1 waiza. Saka I hope waikumezha pandasvika, but for now just be patient waiza. Because inini woga kuna wakatoti act kana ukazoita mbiri usazotikanganwe. But I'm saying ndisandaita mbiri musandikanganwewo because it's not an easy road. So those are my last words. I have an album, Mashandure, that's on YouTube and soon it will be on Spotify. Kwese. San Kanganyo guys. Go, I'm gonna Captain Britain, Mom Children.
Shit.
Yo, Damanafera, guys. You heard it from the man himself, X. Let's support him, let's push his work, and trust me, his album is fire. This man is talented. So please, let's go and stream his music. It's currently on YouTube, but very soon we get on Spotify and every other streaming platform.
Oh, mommy, sorry, I'm just kidding. Okay, so you know my last words are this. Everyone is an artist. Because iwewe kune company unoshandira, wherever you're working, whatever you're doing, and you're doing something so that you get feedback from someone. That someone tells you, Johnny, my guy, assignment waite watadzi. And it's so it's more like you're creating something. Munaruzo watadza do comment section yedu, do ma fans yedu. Those are the people who are telling us kuti tatadza pakaleta kuona pakadai. And it's so what I just want to say is that Isuzu has brands mingle in cooperation, BMI, and we are not islands. We need everyone's support. Let's support each other. Let's make each other grow. Let's be people out there who don't glow. That's the only way to glow. Yes.
Kana tinashari yemutarisi ngationewo sasentrona nisha mana tazama nayo.
Akozisa rema tarema.
Tarema.